Hi guys, it's Stock Curry, and I've got some great news for you concerning cryptocurrencies, but I've got a warning for you concerning the stock market. I've got some really bad news for the job report, so I've got a few warnings on some stocks and also 8 stock picks for you guys, so let's get into it! Okay, let's start with the bad news first. ADP reported private payrolls, and those private payrolls rose by just 330,000 jobs last month. That is less than half of the 695,000 jobs that was estimated. That could mean that the Friday jobs report number will be detrimental. I would not be surprised to see a huge red day on Friday if the jobs report numbers come in bad. Now on to some good news. Senators introduced a change to the infrastructure bill to clarify the word brokers does not include cryptocurrency miners, stakers, or software developers. That solves the problem that we talked about on Monday. Cryptocurrencies across the board rallied today on that news. Now for some other great news, I found a Discord channel that I think you guys are going to absolutely love. This Discord channel, you guys know the biggest problem that I've always had is that I'm just one guy. I try to respond to as many comments as possible. I try to talk about as many stocks as possible that you guys ask me about. But at the end of the day, I'm only one guy and I'm just not possibly available for you guys nonstop all the time. Now, you guys will remember that I started a Facebook group to try to bring in a lot more community engagement, and you can check that out. It's facebook.com/groups/WeProfitDayAndNight. We are this close to 2,000 members in that group. We have like 1,990 members at this point. I'd love it if you'd go sign up. I'd love to get to 2,000 members in that group. It's a great community, and we talk about stocks all the time, day and night, and it's a wonderful, wonderful community that will help you out. They will answer questions about cryptocurrencies, about options trading, about particular stock picks, anything you want to talk about regarding stocks or crypto, we talk about it there, and it's a wonderful group. But again, at the end of the day, I'm just one guy moderating it, and I just can't be there to help you guys out all the time. So I found a Discord that has not one, but 18 moderators and analysts just like myself who can be there for you to help you out, to answer your questions, analyze stocks for you guys, talk about different ideas. They throw out trade ideas. They do live trading. It's absolutely an incredible, incredible Discord group. And I think you guys are going to absolutely love it. Now, I still have to work out a few details before I can tell you guys what it is, but hopefully sometime next week, I'll be able to tell you guys what that is and give you guys some sort of sign up link so that you guys can get in there and start signing up. It's a private Discord group, so I have to work out a few things to allow you guys to be able to join. But hopefully I get all that worked out this weekend, and at some point next week, I'll be able to let you guys into that Discord group so that you guys can go check it out. Okay, the other thing I want to talk about is if you're a new investor and you're trying to learn how to trade, maybe you want to learn how to trade stocks, how to find the right stocks to buy, you want to know when to buy, when to sell, you want to learn technical analysis, all that stuff, then I recommend you go take a trading course. Now, the best trading course I found is something called ZipTrader U. ZipTrader U offers an incredible trading course. They've got over 8 hours of videos. He also does a private chat where you work one-on-one with different instructors that'll help guide you through the course and help you learn the different concepts in that course. And then he also provides his own stock picks. He puts out a full alert watch list every morning, and he has some really incredible stock picks. In fact, a lot of the stocks we talk about on this channel come from ZipTrader. And so I wanted to let you know that I contacted him, and I worked out a discount for 15% off of ZipTrader U. That's actually better than what he's offering his own members right now. So if you want to take advantage of that, if you want to check it out, I've got a link for ZipTrader in the description of this video. You can go down to the description of this video, check out the link for ZipTrader U, and you'll get the instructions on how to get the 15% off there as well. All right, let's get into today's stock picks. Now, for those of you guys who are new to this channel, my name is Stock Curry. I used to work as an analyst for some large investment banks, and now I analyze stock picks on YouTube. Every day, I watch hours and hours of YouTube videos, and then I consolidate all of the stock picks from the top YouTubers into a single video. I give you both the cliff notes on their stock picks as well as my analysis on their stock picks. Now, if anything I talk about today piques your interest, make sure you listen to who I say talked about that stock, and then go watch their video to get the full details on what they said. Now, all I ask for putting all of this together for you guys is that you hit that like button, subscribe, and follow the page so that you can get notified when I release my next video. In fact, I'll give you 5 seconds to do that right now. All right, before we get into today's stock picks, I just want to remind everyone that I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I talk about today is a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold. These are just my opinions, which may or may not be accurate. Please do your own research before investing in any asset. If you're wondering what you're looking at right now, this is the Webull desktop app. Webull is the app that I use for my trading, and it's also the app that I use in all of my videos. If you'd like to get 2 free stocks worth up to $2,300, you can sign up for Webull using my link in the description below. When you sign up using my link in the description below and deposit just $100, Webull is going to send you 2 free stocks worth up to $2,300. All right, let's get into today's stock picks. And first up is a cryptocurrency. This is ETH. This is Ethereum. ETH outperformed most of the other cryptos on Wednesday. ETH was up over 9% on Wednesday. EIP 1559 will be released in just a few short hours and may have been released by the time you watch this video. EIP 1559 will burn about 30% of ETH over time, which in turn will increase the buying pressure on ETH by 30%. Now technically, ETH remains bullish on the daily and weekly charts, but bearish on the monthly chart. So I remain short-term bullish on ETH and long-term cautious on it. StockMo thinks ETH will hit $4,000 by the end of this year. StockMo also showed us 3 analyst price targets for 2025, which is about 4 years away. Those 3 Ethereum price targets for 2025 were $11,170, $19,842, and $100,000. Now, I don't think the $100,000 one is realistic, but the other two at $11,000 and $19,000 are pretty awesome. Okay, next up is AMZN. This is Amazon. The traveling trader continues to like AMZN. He said that everybody should be willing to buy a blue chip company after a sudden drop of 11%. AMZN has started to rebound nicely from its drop. Jeremy with Financial Education agrees that AMZN is at a great price right now, and he opened a position on AMZN for the first time ever. I would also be very comfortable buying AMZN here. Of course, if you don't have $3,000 to buy a share of AMZN, you can purchase fractional shares on Webull, Interactive Brokers, and SoFi. I have links to all of those in the description of this video if you want to check them out. Next up is ATVI. This is Activision Blizzard, and they're a game developer. The traveling trader likes ATVI. ATVI has had what appears to be an overreaction. The stock was extremely oversold on Tuesday and did rebound a little bit on Wednesday. ATVI dropped because of a labor dispute, the Chinese threat against gaming companies, and Netflix announcing that they were entering the gaming space. The stock is now down 25% from its highs a few months ago. Despite all of that, this is actually a healthy company. Revenues continue to grow, the profit margin continues to grow, and earnings continue to increase every year also. The forward PE ratio is now down to 21.67, which is quite low for a company that saw a 24% year-over-year growth in revenue and a 44% year-over-year growth in earnings last year. ATVI reported earnings Tuesday after the close, and earnings were excellent. The average analyst one-year price target is $118.22, which represents a 45% upside from Wednesday's closing price. Next up is CRSR. This is Corsair Gaming. They're a hardware manufacturer for computer-based gaming and game streaming. Jeremy with Financial Education said he is continuing to buy more shares after this most recent dip. He doesn't really care what it does in the short term. This is a long-term hold for Jeremy. He said that once the semiconductor shortage and other supply chain issues are fixed, CRSR will start doing very well again. The average analyst price target is $41.50, which represents a 51% upside from Wednesday's closing price. By the way, if you want to get access to tip ranks, I have a link for tip ranks in the description of this video. Next up is DIS. This is Disney. The traveling trader also likes DIS now that it is at the 200-day EMA. The traveling trader let us know that DIS has started selling its annual park passes again. DIS reports earnings next week, and the traveling trader said it would be fine to hold off on buying DIS until after they report earnings. As I said yesterday, I still feel like DIS is too high, and I think it needs to drop quite a bit more before it would be a good value stock again. The traveling trader did note how the daily chart is bearish, and he said his ideal buy-in price would be around $157 or $158. Next up is ETHUSD. This is ETHUSD. ETHUSD dropped 13% after hours today, down below the 200-day EMA at $174.50. Once again, this is a stock that beat earnings estimates, but still dropped significantly. ETHUSD gave Q3 guidance that was lower than analysts had expected, signaling a significant slowdown in growth. The momentum on ETHUSD is still in an upward direction, so this might be a buying opportunity on ETHUSD. The PE ratio is still high though, and we do have a possible market correction on the horizon. So I would be careful if you do decide to buy ETHUSD and make sure you set a stop loss. I would set a stop loss at $155 in case ETHUSD drops down below the 300-day EMA. Next up is HOOD. This is Robinhood. HOOD was up a massive 50% today. Larry Jones and myself will not be touching this stock. This kind of movement is reminding me of what happens right before a market correction. Right before a market correction, you'll see speculative buying like you see here with HOOD. Larry Jones thinks we are at the top of the market right now, and I agree. The way HOOD is running up is quite concerning. Everybody is greedy right now with HOOD, and quite frankly, I'm fearful. Now I will let you know that HOOD now has options available for purchase. However, those options are very expensive. The implied volatility is 250% on the downside and 230% on the upside. Those numbers are insane. So just be very careful if you're going to play options on HOOD. This stock is very volatile and you could lose a large portion of your investment within minutes. Next up is MKFG. This is Mark Forged. They're an AI-powered 3D printer and composite metals manufacturer. This company is very similar to another company I've covered on this channel, XONE. Now MKFG was a SPAC, and as you can see on the chart, like most SPACs, this dropped as soon as the merger went through. But it has now rebounded and is showing good momentum. Zip Trader also likes the fact that Cathie Woods has been buying MKFG for 2 of her ETFs. She has been buying it in the ARKQ ETF ever since it was a SPAC, and she started buying it in the ARKX ETF very recently. By the way, what you're looking at right now is a site called Lucid Tracking. If you want access to Lucid Tracking, I have a link for it on my resources page. I have a link for my resources page in the description of this video. Now it's hard to say where MKFG will go from here, but if you like 3D printer plays and you're fed up with NNDM and XONE, then you might want to consider MKFG for some diversification. And last we have PINS. This is Pinterest. The traveling trader has joined Keen and Grace, myself, and others in calling the drop on price in PINS an overreaction. PINS is now back above the 300-day EMA. The last time PINS hit the 300-day EMA, it ran up 45% in just 1.5 months. The traveling trader said this is the perfect opportunity to enter here for a long-term hold. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that video and got a lot out of it. Now if you're looking for a broker to trade with, you can sign up for Webull using my link in the description below. When you sign up using my link in the description below and deposit just $100, Webull's going to send you 2 free stocks worth up to $2,300. Now if you're not a US resident or if you're looking to trade OTC penny stocks, then I recommend Interactive Brokers. Interactive Brokers has highly discounted trading throughout the world Trades start at just $1 Canadian, 4 euros, or 6 Australian dollars, depending upon where you live. Both Webull and Interactive Brokers offer fractional share trading. They also give you access to the full pre-market and after-hours trading from 4 a.m. Eastern all the way up to 8 p.m. Eastern. And I do want to let you know that I have material connections with both Webull and Interactive Brokers. So when you sign up for either one of those brokers, not only are you getting a great broker to trade with, you're also helping me to continue to produce these great videos for you. Now finally, I want to remind you to hit that like button, subscribe, and follow the page if you haven't already. I hope you have a lot of success trading, and I will see you tomorrow.